Hey, good day to you. Good October 2018. Thanks for tuning in to the Mayor's Roundtable. This is the third one in the series. We hope to do one every month. We've got all planned out to the end of the year. And the idea of the Mayor's Roundtable is to let you know what's going on in the current month, which is, of course, October. Every month there's a lot going on, but this month in particular, we have an event that's been growing by leaps and bounds every year, and it's been an event that's really pulled together not only a lot of our city workers, but also volunteers in the city and our community organizations. And it's called Spooktacular. So I've got two special guests today. They're going to talk a little bit about it. So the Spooktacular is named after a longtime employee of the city of Bucyrus, Linda Friend, and it's going to be held this year at All Miller Park again on October 20th. And the people who do the lion's share of the work is the firefighters for the city. And representing the firefighters here today is Captain Steve Sargo. Well, first of all, how many years, Steve, have you been with the force?
18 and a half.
18 and a half years, and you had a big year last year.
Yeah.
Tell them what happened last year.
The last year I got promoted to lieutenant, and then 4 months later promoted to captain.
That's probably about as fast as anybody zips through the promotion line there. And so, how's that going so far? It's a lot different. You were a regular firefighter, and all of a sudden you're thrown into leadership as lieutenant, and then now as captain. Can you tell me just a little bit about that personally, from personal?
It takes on a little bit more responsibility and stuff. I mean, it falls on my shoulders when it comes down to making the decisions and things like that. But I've got a good group of guys that I work with, and everybody's respectable and
great.
And so it's
we have a very professional group at the firehouse, and some new guys as well as some guys that have been. So you've been here almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Are you the next to Chief Keller? Would you be the next one in line still?
As far as
Yes,
no, actually, I started later in life. I'm actually the oldest guy on the department, but I don't have as much seniority. There's actually at least 3 people, well, 4 counting the chief, that have more seniority than me.
4 people, wow. Well, we thank you for what you do for the city, and thanks for stepping up and taking the leadership position in that. And we'll ask you some questions here about Spooktacular, like why it's important to the firefighters in just a second. But we have another special guest, not this guy right here. I don't know if you can see this, but this guy is another special guest, and then we have another one. Did you name these, Betsy?
Oh, no, I don't name
You don't name these folks? Okay.
And then I'd have to say good morning and good night every night.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would. Our other special guest is Betsy Gerhardt from Bucyrus, and you have a business in town. Tell us a little bit about your business. How long you've been in business? And
well, we've been there 5 years, a couple different places, but this is it.
tell me the name of your business.
It's MB Subculture.
Yeah.
And I do costuming. I costume for like area theaters and high schools and privates, and I do professional sewing for people. And we also have comic books, and we do unique gifts that have several artists from this town, and that we make unique items. I mean, they're fun stuff. And then we just have like pop vinyls, anything that's pop culture. We try to stay up with. We do makeup for like theatrical stuff like that.
Give them your location.
We are at 122 West Rensselaer.
Which is the former Chamber of Commerce.
So we're there, and that's.
We're going to talk about your little buddies here in just a little bit, and then why you came to be involved in Spooktacular. But Steve, can you tell us a little bit about how this will be? Is this the 3rd year we've done Spooktacular?
At the park.
At All Miller Park,
like the 15th year.
15th year that you guys have done something every year, and you've tended to right in the parking lot next to you.
That's where we started out. There was.
How'd that come about?
Basically, it was with the different unions. We actually, our local union, and we got with ASME, which is the city union, and then the police department. we actually had gotten together as to do an event just for the kids and stuff, basically to have a safe place for them to go, because it just seemed like it wasn't any place real safe. So we ended up, there was at the time where Ziegler's is, it was an empty BP lodge, and whoever owned it allowed us to go in there. We would set it up and close off the street and everything, and the games. And Linda Friend was the president of the ASME union, so she was the one that spearheaded a lot of it, and we did a lot to help her. It was like her and Nancy did a lot of it, setting it up, and she got a lot of that going, and she did that for, I think it was about 4 or 5 years before she died, and then we decided to name it after her.
Because she was one of the early driving forces.
She was, yeah. If it wasn't for her, it probably wouldn't have really
Sure,
existed
sure.
as much as it did.
And that's the beauty of city workers. I think they're looking for ways to pay back the city, and what better way to do something nice for the kids.
Yeah, so then each year it kind of grew, that we started giving more things.
Mhm.
We started doing hot dogs, which the American Legion ends
Sure.
up donating that, comes over and cooks it and passes those out and stuff, and just decided as it was getting so big there on the corner to move it out to the park. So about 3 years ago, we moved it out to the park.
And last year you had it at Ziegler's parking lot there. I know it was packed, and we even blocked the street off a little bit. Right?
Yeah.
There was some booths there, and it was getting bigger and bigger, and the crowds were bigger, and you had some nice bicycle giveaways, and then I don't know who came up with the idea of moving it to the park, but it's been a lot of fun. I mean, last year I know we gave over 1,000 hot dogs out, and they ran out of hot dogs, had to go get some more.
Yeah.
And I mean, just so well attended, and we look for a bigger and a better one even this year. And are there any changes this year at All Miller Park over?
Well, the haunted house will
Okay.
be basically a new thing.
That you're still going to have the bouncy houses and all the shelters, and we'll talk
Yeah.
about that in a couple minutes. Well, maybe now's a good time to talk about the haunted house.
Okay.
Are you ready to do that?
Sure.
Well, the haunted house is going to change a little bit. We had used to have a haunted alley.
Basically.
You'd come in it was very cool. You come in the shelter there and make a little dip around, and through a not so scary alley, but scary enough, and then come around to get some food and go out and see the shelters and get some giveaways. But that's going to change this year. So tell us how it's going to change, Betsy.
Okay, well, it was suggested, we were looking to rent the pavilion to do a haunted house in the park, but Joe Wagner suggested, why don't you look at the pool house?
Hmm.
So I looked at the pool house, and yeah, definitely usable for a haunted house. So we're gonna set it up for that, but we'll also for Spooktacular be open for the kids for free to go through. And we won't, we'll make it just simple that they can just walk through. There won't be anything really scary.
Yeah.
But that's what we're doing. I've got it all mapped out, and my characters all lined up, and how we're gonna decorate, and city's gonna help out with some walls and things. And
Sure.
so, yep, that's what we're doing for
So
the kids.
that just is going to tap on your creative juices. I'm assuming people that you work with too. Or,
Well, it's mostly like our theater group,
Yeah.
Carpet Theater Company group, and then some other people that have
Yeah.
seen that, it's unbelievable how many people love haunted houses.
Mhm.
And it's
Oh, it sure
just,
is.
yeah. So I've had people come up and say, we want to help out. I know some of the lifeguards want to help out.
Yeah.
So yeah, anybody we can. The more people there, scaring people, the better. But, I think it's
but it's going to be
great.
suitable for all ages.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For the Spooktacular, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll make it so it's
Sure.
fun. But even when we do it otherwise, like parents keep asking,
Yeah.
what age? That's
Yeah.
however you think a child can handle
Sure.
it, but there's always a way to let them out if they can't.
I'm a
get through
scaredy
that.
cat myself.
Yeah.
I never watch horror movies.
Yeah.
I've never been in a haunted, except the one at Disney World, which isn't really that scary. But
Yeah.
but but it's, we're looking forward to that. Can you tell us a bit about your two friends you brought today?
Well, we carry quality masks down at the store,
Mhm.
and mostly by trick or treat, bump in the night, and then Matt Feck, the other my business partner, he also makes masks, and he also made this lovely guy.
Wow.
And yeah.
That is incredible.
Mhm.
That's incredible. So Matt, what was his last name
Feck.
again?
Mhm.
Matt Feck, yeah.
He's teacher at the elementary.
Now, will he be there at Spooktacular?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I admire people with artistic ability and an imagination like that, too.
No, he loves horror and he loves scaring
Yeah.
people. So.
And people do. There's
Mhm.
certain people out there that,
Yeah.
we may look at him as being like maybe a little sick, but it's,
No, he's,
that's
and, you know,
okay.
it's just, that's what he likes.
Yeah.
And, it's like me, I don't like going through haunted houses either.
Yeah.
I would rather scare you.
Yeah.
I enjoy that, but I don't want to be scared.
Yeah.
So,
Well, good, we're looking, now, so you'll have people maybe in some.
makeup
Yeah,
or
great.
some masks.
Great.
I mean, it's just, it's better to wear makeup.
Yeah.
That way you're not
Oh,
so
yeah.
hot. And,
You don't want to miss it this year. I mean, it's exciting to me. I'll go through it. I might have my wife go first, and I'll, tug on her shirt or something like that. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm really looking forward to it this year. So let's talk about the shelters a little bit, because that's always, it's always amazing to me how many people in the community organizations get involved. Every shelter is rented. And there's
If not, we try to get
Yeah.
them rented. And basically,
Yeah.
for the rent of it, we just ask them to like maybe purchase a prize or something.
Give something
like that,
away,
Give something
yeah.
away. Sometimes, we do bicycles
Yeah.
and different things ourselves.
Are you planning to do
but-
the bicycles again this year?
Yeah, we
Great.
already have the bicycles and we're looking at doing every half hour, giving prizes out. But each of the individual ones
Yeah.
can do their own, like some of them will actually raffle off a bike or
Mhm.
whatever, which would be separate from us. Like
Sure.
individual shelter, like the Family Farm and Home.
Yeah.
They did it last year.
I know Altrusa was there, Lions Club.
Library.
Library gave, they gave away a lot of books. Avita
Avita.
was there. I mean, I'm gonna maybe miss a few. I've got a list here, but there were more too, and that's always a draw. And then I know we went up to we've gone up a couple years of the pumpkin auction, so everybody goes away with a pumpkin. So we haven't bought them yet, but we're planning to go up in the next couple of weeks, make
And
sure.
generally, the
Yeah.
library does that. They let
Yeah.
them take a pumpkin and paint it and stuff, and
Yeah.
they can take a pumpkin home.
Oh.
And so, yeah, we've been just trying to
Yeah.
include more
Mhm.
and more businesses.
Yeah.
I've actually incorporated all the pizza places.
Ooh, pizza.
So we
Sounds
actually
good.
I've gotten a hold of all the pizza places, and they're all gonna donate
Great.
pizzas, and so
Great.
that's gonna be part of
So,
the
so that you're
food.
gonna have pizza, and you're gonna have hot dogs, and there's cookies and chips and a drink.
Chips and drink.
Everybody gets fed. Everybody gets fed. And you wanna make sure that the kids wear costumes. That's always very cool when the kids come and bring a costume. And do we do any judging on their costumes?
yeah, we're going to do a costume contest. It'll be at the gazebo again.
Okay, so it'll be at the gazebo, and are there age groups on that? You wanna talk a little bit about it, or?
Oh, I haven't really set them up, but yeah, there'll be different age groups. I
Yeah.
mean, I think that we usually have like 3 different age groups. And then
Great.
we usually go from like scariest or funniest.
If
or
I
something
would
like
buy that, then
Mhm.
I could put something on, and that would be my costume?
Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah, super scary, so.
I don't,
Yeah.
I'm just fascinated by this, Gary. That's me, I just, the imagination of all these folks that do this stuff is fantastic to me. What about, we talked about in the event, one year we got about half of it in, and here comes the rain in. I think everybody got fed, but it ended a little bit early.
That was the first year at the
The
park.
first year, yeah, but we did okay. In the rain date, you've chosen a rain date already, am I right there? What date, would that be the following week?
Yeah, the 27th.
So the date of the Spooktacular is the 20th, and then if for some reason there's bad weather coming in, you'll watch the city website, or we'll put it out on Access Channel, or we'll just make some announcements and on Facebook, and all those types of things are out there. But last year we were blessed with good weather in the year before that. This doesn't come off without financial help of a lot of people.
Right.
Too. And I don't want to list every sponsor, but there's a lot of people that sponsor. Of course, the IAAF, the Firefighters Union, is a big sponsor. American Legion with all the hot dogs. MB Subculture, Betsy's business. We have the who's who of people that do. I know WQEL,
They're gonna be out there.
WBCW. Yeah, they always do, and they dress up too. They dress up too, and they'll be doing live remotes from that. That's always a lot of fun. You get on the air too. Ohio Polytech, Hordes, AEP donates every year. Bucyrus Rail Car. Many of the churches do. Avita. Brand Stiller Carroll, who was our city engineer, A1 Printing, AAA. I mean, there's so many of them. We'll have those all listed on the city website. So, and the sponsors need to be patted on the back for that, because this costs some money to put on, and to do a good event. And tell you what, but the businesses and the organizations in this community they like to say yes, especially to the things like this that are so worthwhile. So we wouldn't be able to do this without our sponsors. You'll see the posters around town, and there we go. We're doing a hayride too, right? Okay. So we're going to do zombie events. I'm a little nervous about that, what's that one movie, the TV show that people love? Walking Dead. I'm sorry. I'm still watching. I'm not watching Walking Dead. I'm watching Mr. Ed. Those are and then Ozzie and Harriet. So I haven't quite caught up to the new thing. But can you got that, Gary? Mm-hmm. Thank you. Zombie events. We have costume events. Betsy talked about pumpkins. Everybody's going to get pumpkins. They'll decorate pumpkins too. And coloring, hay rides, and a lot more. This is an event you don't want to miss. I think it's going to be bigger and better than ever. And we want to thank. Did I forget anything? Do you want to add anything?
We're looking at doing a scavenger hunt too. Scavenger hunt. Basically, they're going to give out a card. When they register,
okay.
When they register for the bikes and stuff, you can get a card.
Yeah.
And then at each of the shelters, they're going to be able to get a stamp.
Oh, great.
They fill out their card from the stamp, and they can turn it back in. And I think it's supposed to give them another chance for a bike.
That'd be wonderful. The bikes are a big item. And a lot of these kids really, maybe they don't have a bike. And they go home, the looks on some of their faces with this bike is well worth it. So, and it's really what it comes down to. It's all about the kids. I apologize for the noise. We're doing a little bit of repair work here at City Hall. Seems like every time we film the Mayor's Roundtable, we have a little bit of, I don't know, we choose to do a little repair work. So we're going to see if we can shut that down. I hope everything comes through in the video. Betsy, what would you like to add?
Oh, I just hope everybody comes out and walk through and have a good time. I mean, there's so many kids out there, and even you would be surprised the little kids that love to be scared.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun.
I'm sorry. I also wanted to add they're going to be doing like a trunk or treat this year.
Okay. How's that going to work?
Basically, the First Presbyterian Church is going to be getting a lot of their members and stuff. And basically, they're going to...
So they throw kids in a trunk? Is that what they do? Or?
No, they decorate their trunk.
Yeah.
They'll actually pull the cars in, and then they'll decorate the trunks and have candy, and then the kids basically
cool.
Kind of like going door to door, but you're going trunk to trunk.
Oh, that'd be great.
So you do that, and then as you get to the shelters, and each of the shelters, they usually have candy. We're going to have candy also after they go through the food.
Nursing homes. Yeah.
Nursing
homes too,
homes.
sure. So so the kids come out, everybody goes home with candy, a pumpkin, a full stomach, scared, if they want to be, and jumping on the bouncy house, and a lot of other free gifts. And then maybe if they're very lucky, they'll go home with a bicycle. Yeah. So it's an event not to be missed, and the city of Bucyrus is getting bigger and better every year. Thanks for picking this up after Linda passed away. You guys picked up the ball on that, and I did not know Linda personally, but I know she was beloved down here at City Hall, and her memory. They still talk about her all the time, about what a giving person she was.
Yeah.
And you picked up that legacy, so we thank
She
you.
also would
Yeah.
do the Easter egg and stuff.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, but we didn't pick that up, but she used to do
So-
this plus the Easter egg.
So we need
hunts
somebody
and
to
stuff.
pick up the Easter egg, is that what you're
Yeah.
saying? Okay, okay. Well, maybe we can work on that one too at a future date. So I thank Captain Sargo and Betsy Gerhardt, and I thank you for bringing your two critters in here, and I'm really looking forward to being there with you. And this video will be on the city website, hopefully next week, should be next week, as well as YouTube, our YouTube channel too. And if you have any questions about Spooktacular, please call up the City Hall, 562-6767. And if you want to sponsor, should they call us or call you? We
Either
still
one.
need sponsors, I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
Either one.
Yeah, so if you'd like to, hey, any amount is great, and you'll get recognized at the event too. So if you are out there watching this video and you want to sponsor with a financial gift, we can put it to good use. Just you can mail it to City Hall or drop it up at City Hall or over at the fire station. All right, so we'll be back in just a minute. Thank you again to our guests. We'll be back in just a minute with our next guest.